Hi everyone. This is our first screencast, and in this lesson we'll be going over layers, the importance of the hierarchy behind it, how to use filters, and a little bit of opacity and how you can use it in a really cool way. So first things first, I have 3 layers on this Photoshop file, and the way that I think of layers is basically stacking a bunch of images on top of each other. So this fork and knife icon is its own layer, this cooking pot is its own layer, and this farm background is its own layer. I'm just going to pretend that this is a project for a farm-to-table nonprofit or something that works with labor justice. And I want to make them a nice looking graphic for the front page of their website. So what I'll do first is unlock this background, because if you don't unlock it, then you have no way of editing it. So I'm going to change it to a layer and just call it farm. And I'll just rename all of these to, so you can just double click, and this is the pot, and this is the fork and knife. So, right now I wanted to move the pot, but because I was on this fork and knife layer, it only let me move the fork and knife. So it's really important that you are on the right layer of whatever you're trying to edit. I want to make the pot bigger. So I press Control T and hold down Shift so that it stays proportionate. So here we are. Here's my pot. Now I want to make the fork and knife bigger. Control T and hold down Shift. I wanted to put this fork and knife over the pot, but it's black on black, and that's not going to look nice. That's not even going to show up. So I'm going to make the fork and knife white. To edit the fork and knife, I need to rasterize the image. So I right click and press rasterize layer. Then now I can go to the paint bucket tool and turn everything white. I'm sorry that you can really hear the clicking of my laptop, but oops, my mic is just sucky. So after I have done that, I can put it over here, and it's a nice contrast to each other. This is where layer hierarchy comes in. This is only possible because my fork and knife layer is before my pot layer. If I had it the other way around, you would not be able to see the fork and knife that I just edited. So it's really important that the order of your layers is how you want it to be. So let's move this more to the middle and move this along with it. One way to use filters is to remember to click on the layer that you want to edit. So I want to edit the farm background. Let's just remove this for now. If you click the eyeballs, they will make those layers invisible, but they're still there. So I go up to filter and I go to filter gallery, and it'll open up a library of different filters for you. And this right here is how the image preview will look. So it's at 100% right now. If you want to see how it looks like more, there we go. Just you just adjust this, play around. So this looks a little too plain. Maybe we can go to the artistic step and try colored pencil. That's okay too. Maybe watercolor will look nice. And this bar right here means that it's loading. So this image is really, oh, it looks nice. So this image is a really high quality image, so it'll take longer to process the filters. Once you find a filter that you like, you can edit the different options within it. So the brush detail, maybe I want it to be a little bit lower. And now it's loading. But once it finishes, there's a slight change. And I like that. So I'll press OK, and it'll change it for me. And then we'll bring these guys back. Looks pretty cool. I think that opacity is a really cool effect when you're putting different images on top of each other. So what I'm going to do is I am happy with these two layers acting as one. I just edited them accordingly. So what I'm going to do, this little trick that I use, is I'm going to make the background invisible. And I'm going to merge these together so that they're one layer. And I can move them together, I can edit them together, it'll be one. So I right click and press merge visible. You can also go up to layer and hit merge visible. So now I can edit them as one. So put the form back. And you have to make sure that whatever you're trying to merge, it's the only ones there. So if I put merge visible and had the form still there, it would all be one, and I wouldn't be able to just move this. So I'm moving this guy. I like him more in the middle like that. And I want to make the opacity lower. So it basically makes it more transparent. We've got a cool little effect going on. And you can also edit filters on this layer too. So I can go back into the filter gallery, and maybe the color pencil will look better on this. Or maybe not. Let's see. Sketches, maybe? No. No, no, no. Maybe watercolors are just the thing. Maybe we don't even need a filter. And that looks good enough for a home page of something. Yeah, this is just one way that you can use different layers and opacity filters to really make a simple but clean looking graphic for any nonprofit or NGO that you're going to be working with. So I hope you guys enjoyed.